As he made his way across the small stream that marks the border between Iran and Iraq, Ahmad Batebi, one of Iran's leading dissidents, documented the journey on a pocket-sized video camera.
With members of the Kurdish Democratic Party of Iran, we were able to ride burros and cross over the mountains into Iraq. They were familiar with where the mines were located. They would go through very narrow paths where they knew mines did not exist, and they were very protective of my life. They would go before me, some of them, so that if there was a mine, they would be affected by it, and I would be safe.
After spending nearly 8 years in prison, subjected to unspeakable torture, and twice taken to the gallows but not executed, Mr. Batebi fled Iran. He's one of Iran's best-known dissidents, and his recent arrival in the United States will mean ever-increasing media exposure as his escape and presence near Washington, D.C. becomes more widely known. Since 1998, Mr. Batebi has been a filmmaker and an activist. He produced and appeared in his films, with his own electric guitar for a soundtrack, but his name on the credits was enough to ensure that the film got banned. He rose to worldwide fame during the tumultuous 1999 student protests, touched off by the closing of a newspaper. At least 3 people were killed.
One of the bullets passed me, ricocheted, and then hit a friend on the back of his shoulder. I tried to use his shirt to stop the bleeding. I brought him inside the university, and I gave him to the medical students to take care of. Then I saw the students very excited, and they were going to go outside and protest. In order to stop the students from going outside the university, I held up the bloody shirt and said, "Look, outside, they are killing people."
The moment was captured and featured on the cover of The Economist magazine. By the time it appeared, though, Mr. Batebi had already been arrested.
They put the magazine in front of me. The judge said, "With this, you have signed your own death sentence."
He endured nearly 8 years with solitary confinement and a variety of tortures, but says he never gave in. While the photo ensured his rough treatment, his worldwide fame resulting from it may have saved his life.
They took me with a group of people, and they said they were going to execute all of us. They executed the other ones, but not me.
He was temporarily released late last year to receive medical treatment, but when a call came to return early, he defied the order and fled the country. Without even a chance to say goodbye to his friends, he was driven in a series of cars over a circuitous route to the heavily militarized northern border with Iraq.
We had to find a path where the artillery would not hit us.
After the harrowing crossing and hiding in various towns in northern Iraq, he approached the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees office in the town of Erbil to begin the laborious process of moving, with no passport and little identification, to a new land. The fact that the Iranian government knew he was in northern Iraq made the process more urgent. In the end, he was granted humanitarian parole by the United States government, and as he flew into Dulles Airport in Virginia, he entered a new world.
When I entered the airport, I saw that everybody had different types of clothing on. In Iran, people are forced to wear what the government tells them they should wear. But here, they can wear whatever they want.
He's been adjusting to life in the United States and sensing a casual tolerance that he longs for in his own country. But he's still very involved in Iranian politics, following the ever-increasing international tensions and how the Iranian people would respond to any U.S. military action.
People would act in a national way, and they would protect their country, and it is very possible that if that happens, I would go back and fight for my country. It is a very normal reaction. It has nothing to do with the government.
He's also looking for simpler pleasures, such as having what he calls a private life. He even has a timeline for learning English.